So, hello everyone, and as usual, I am baffled by some of the things that show up on the trending page on YouTube. I'm genuinely confused by them most of the time, which is why I usually stay off of the trending page on YouTube. But every now and then, curiosity gets the better of me. You know, because apparently I didn't learn anything about the lesson with the cat. But I get there and I see all of these videos and all of these people apparently freaking out about the Met Gala this year. Because those of you that don't know, the Met Gala didn't happen in 2020 because of the whole incident with, the whole COVID thing, the big C word we're not supposed to talk about. But why? Why are people freaking out? They're just like, no one knows how to follow a theme. What is going on? The Met has ever been any... I mean, y'all know what the Met Gala is, right? For those of you that don't know, it is basically... There is the Metropolitan Museum of Art has this gallery, and every year or so they have this exhibition where they showcase art and fashion together, and they usually have costumes or fashion inspired by the art or in theme of the art. And there's this huge ball, and there's a theme, and you're supposed to dress to the theme, usually colors, patterns, shapes, that kind of thing. But why are people freaking about this now? I'm tired of hearing about it. Every year I have to hear about... I see all these people overreacting to what celebrities decide to wear to the Met Gala. But this is something new. There was a time way long ago when it was normal, but and I think to understand where we are now, we need to have a look at the past. We need to understand how the evolution of the gala has gone. And it's going to be a little bit of a history lesson, and then we're going to do a tier list of all the most popular, best, crazy, and well-known looks, all the way from when they started having themes back in 1973. So this is going to be a very long video. I apologize already. It's going to be up to 2021 because 2021 was its own unique madness, and that's going to be a separate video. But I'm going to try to do a tier list of all the looks, and we're going to do our best from there. So here's what you need to know about the Metropolitan. So, years and years and years and years and years ago, it basically was a fundraising gala held for the Metropolitan Museum of Art the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute in New York. It actually wasn't originally even called the Met Gala. It was called the Costume Institute Gala or the Costume Institute Benefit. So technically it's like a huge fundraising ball. And it marks the opening of the Costume Institute's annual fashion exhibit. And each year's event celebrates the theme for that year's costume exhibition. And it sets the tone for the formal dress of the night. And because guests are supposed to choose their fashion to match the theme. Now, the Met Gala was established in 1948 as a way to fund the Costume Institute because it was new at the time. And it was also to mark the opening of the annual exhibit. It started back in the day. The tickets were, I think, like $50 each. And it had different specialty consultants that were brought in to help consult with the party. But ever since it started doing the theme in 1973, it's become known as this ridiculous, over-the-top event, which is considered to be one of the you're someone special to go to the Met Gala. Like, just ordinary people off the street can't get in. It's super expensive, it's super ritzy, it's insane. It is considered one of the most exclusive social events in the world, and you're going to see some international people on this tier list in a little bit. It's also one of the biggest fundraising nights in New York City, and they usually average around, in more recent years, $8 to $10 million a year in fundraising, which is a lot of cash. It is also one of the most notable sources of funding for the entire museum. So it used to be just like an annual benefit that was held for charitable institutions. But it started out that even the attendees of the earliest balls were members of high society and the fashion industry. And it was held at insane venues like the Waldorf Astoria, Central Park, and the Rainbow Room. But when Diana Vreeland became a consultant to the Institute, I think in 1972, the gala began to evolve into something different. It became more celebrity-oriented, and you got, Elizabeth Taylor, Andy Warhol, Bianca Jagger, Diana Ross, Cher, all coming to, like, celebrities were intermingling with, like, the city's, like, high-end businessmen and stuff. And it was during Vreeland's years that themes were first introduced. Since 1948, Met Galas pretty much happened every year except in 2000, 2002, and 2020. I mean, each year has its own theme, and there's always like some controversy that happens, especially in the later years. And there's gonna be a lot of people, especially in later years, that use it as like a chance to make like this message that they want to get out there. And I get it. Like, you want to have, you want to use the publicity to get like a message out there. Wonderful. But it's also like, how did we get from where we were to where we are now with all the craziness that happened in 2021? So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and just get right into the tier list. And we're going to start with 1973. So I'm going to be assigning these ranks based on several criteria. First is going to be the style. Like, is it like a complete look? Is it, does it look good on the person? Like, is it a good style for them? And then second's going to be definitely on the theme. Does it match the theme? Is it, something just that they wore because it looks nice? Or does it, like, even vaguely have anything to do with the theme? And then finally, I'm going to rate it based on its survivability. Is the look still viable today? Like, if that person were to walk down the street or go to a fancy party with the outfit today, would it still be fashionable? Because there's some fashion that can stand the test of time, and there's some things that, like the mullet, which and lycra and jerry curls that have gone and should never come back. Although I do believe that there was that whole jogging tracksuit phase that is coming back, but whatever. So I am not the most fashion-forward person. I personally believe in form and function over form instead of form over function. I think if it's comfortable and it's affordable, you should wear it. However, I am a belief in you expressing yourself and doing what you like. So I'm not going to be overly critical of the outfits in terms of self-expression, but I am going to be looking in terms of, as I said, style. Does it fit the theme? And is it still a viable fashion choice today? Like, is it just like, you know, one-off? This is the only time you're ever going to be able to wear that outfit the rest of your life. And I'm going to be giving these S tiers out super sparsely. There are very few outfits that I think I'm going to be giving the S tier to, because I'm going to be, if it's good, like it's a good, solid look, it's going to go, if it's a good, solid look, it is going straight into A or B. But if S tiers for the legendary looks, like I'm talking these, like, hit all three criteria out of the park. It looks good, it feels good, it is good. That's what we're going for. If you like this video, make sure that you go and like and subscribe, and that you turn on all notifications while you're there. Thank you so much for your support. 1973 Gala, which is weird because there were like two different ones, like themes that year, and they happened at different times. It was really confusing. Like, one was sponsored by Spain, and I'm sorry, I'm not like a Met Gala history expert, so I can't give you more feedback than that, but either one of the themes, one of which was the world of Balaclavia or something. It was the world of Balenciaga, and then the second theme for that year was the 10s, 20s, and 30s inventive clothes. I'm gonna tell you right now, fur coats were insanely popular in the 70s. It was like the quintessential like high fashion thing then, so I don't really know how any of this really fits the theme. It's fashionable, it's stylish, it looks good on her. I mean, I'm sorry, Baby Jane, it looks gorgeous right there, but no one really like did crazy costume designs or dressed. They just dressed in their nice clothes and went out to a charity dinner. It's a basic charity ball. That's what it was. Nobody like dressed up all crazy. Nobody did anything weird. So where am I gonna put this? Well, let's see. So where am I gonna put them? They are going in tier F, because I'm sorry. I mean, it was stylish, it looks good, but I mean, you can't just walk around in a good hulking, fur is making a comeback. Maybe I'm being a little too mean. I mean, it does look good on her, and she was one of the more stylish people there. And you're gonna see a lot of the time where the women looks really nice and the guys kind of like struggling a little bit. All right, we're gonna give her an E because it was like the first one, you know, so let's not give her a complete F, but I mean, like, come on. We need to do better here. Okay. Next one. And now we're going to contrast that with 1974. Now, 1974, it was mostly the same thing, but people actually kind of made an effort, as you can see here, with Bianca and Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger's wearing his signature, like, suit thing, but Bianca's got her nice little red dress on. Now, the theme for 1974 was romantic and glamorous Hollywood design. I can see it. Red's a romantic color. It's glamorous. It's sparkly. I mean, she's got her little, like, you know, beret type thing going on. She's got her little, you know, shawl jacket over her shoulder. And Hollywood, yeah, I can see it. It looks nice. I think it's a good effort. I mean, it's a good look for her. It's very stylish. And does it fit the theme? Yeah, I think it's romantic and glamorous. And I think it does scream Hollywood to me, especially in the 70s. So, yeah, I'm going to give it like that. I'm going to give it an A. Because, I mean, I don't think this look is, like, over the top, like, blows my mind. But it is definitely good. It fits the theme. It's excellent. Well done. Good job, Bianca. And Mick Jagger's kind of just Mick Jagger being himself. You're gonna see that a lot on this list. The guys kind of are just there. It wasn't until later years that guys started, like, putting a little bit of an effort in. I'm sorry. It's just, but I mean, it's not 100% the guy's fault. I mean, it's just, you know, kind of what it is. So let's go ahead and get them put in the A tier. Okay. To the A tier for you. Well done, Miss Bianca. Way to break the mold. Very proud of you. Okay, now our next one is also from 1974, and this is actually one of the most iconic and legendary looks from the Met Gala ever. And it is, of course, you're gonna see her a couple more times on this list, it is Cher. Now, Cher in 1974 just blew everyone's minds. She was the first person to ever really go to the Met wearing a naked dress. You're gonna see a lot of naked dresses, not a lot, but a lot of the more like iconic, fashionable looks are gonna be naked dresses on this list. But Cher was the first to kind of just like kill it. And as you can see, it wasn't a naked dress just for the sake of being a naked dress. It's also Cher. It's kind of who she was, I guess, at the time. But as you can see, she is just killing it. I remember the theme was American romance and glamour in Hollywood. And I really don't see how this is anything but Hollywood and glamour and romance. It is beautiful. It's risque. Again, it's Cher. It's very beautiful, and I think it is a really nice look. It's Cher. It was very glamorous, very nice. I enjoy it. I like how it fits her body very well. It's very stylish. It is on theme, I think, 100%, and it's creative. And I think that's going to be my fourth category, actually. Creativity. I think creativity is a huge thing here. And I have nothing to say wrong about this look. It's just a nice, solid look. This is going to be the first S tier on the list, definitely. There we go, Cher. You deserve that S tier. Looking fine. Alrighty. Carrying on. Now we're gonna skip ahead a couple years because nobody really went out there in their looks in previous years, in the following 2 years from 1974 until 1977. But it's also really hard to find pictures of those years for some reason. I'm sorry. If you can find any, send me some, and maybe I'll add them on the list later. But for right now, we're going to skip ahead to 1977, where the most iconic look from that year would be Barbara Walters wearing her beautiful, sparkly white over-the-shoulder dress, as you see right here. Now, the theme for 1977 was Vanity Fair, a treasure trove, and I think this fits the theme. I mean, it isn't overly creative. It isn't super, on theme. I mean, I can see where they were going with where she was going with the look, though. The whole outfit's very nice, hair, bracelet, her little clutch. I think it's very fashionable, very stylish, and very elegant, and I think it is a wonderful attempt. Is it really great? No, but I mean, it is stylish, and if someone were to show up in a party with that today, I'm pretty sure it would be a nice look. I don't see anything wrong with it, and I think it really has stood the test of time. So I'm gonna give this look, I think, a B or an A. You know what? We're gonna give her a B. B for Barbara. Good job. Okay. Next one. Okay, once again, we're going to skip ahead a couple years. We're going to go to 1979. The theme that year was fashions of the Habsburg era, Austria-Hungary. And this year actually had a lot of really great looks. A lot of iconic looks came out this year. Okay, so the next one we're going to be looking at is Ali McGraw. She came in 1979 with the Austrian Habsburg era Austrian-Hungary theme. This is actually a look I really enjoy. I think that it is very shiny, very nice. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any color pictures of this outfit, and I searched the internet extensively and could not find anything. So I don't know what was up with that, but I think this look is pretty good. I think it meets a lot of the criteria. I think it does fit the category. I think it is stylish, and I think would still be fashionable today. And I think she did a pretty good job. Did it blow me out of the water? No. Is it super creative? Again, not really, no. Is she breaking any boundaries here? Is she like trying to push her creativity a little bit? No, I don't really see that. So I'm not gonna give this a super high score, but I do think she did try. And one thing that bothers me, she didn't really try to accessorize very much. I don't see a lot of, I might just not be seeing it in the picture, but I don't see really any necklaces or bracelets or anything. So I don't know, maybe she is wearing something and I'm just not seeing it. Sorry, very tired. But yeah, so I think this is gonna be a B or maybe an A. I'm gonna give her a B because I think it's nice. I think it's on theme. I think it's a good look. There you go. Hope I don't run out of room. Alright. Hopefully that's not ominous foreshadowing. Okay, and so here is another example of someone that looked really nice but was not following the theme. This is Debbie Harry. And this is again 1979. I am not seeing any type of Habsburg era fashion here. I mean, is it stylish? Yes. Would it look good today? Absolutely. Is it creative? No. Is it on theme? No. Debbie, come on. Like, what are you doing here? Like, you're killing me. You look great, but this isn't... You didn't put the effort in. You're not getting a good score. I'm sorry. There it is, Debbie. I put her in E. I was gonna do D for Debbie, but no. She went in E. Sorry, Debbie. You're not impressing me here. Alright, next. Okay, so this is Carolina Herrera and Jacqueline Deribes. I'm sorry. I recognize Herrera, but I do not recognize the other person. But so this again is still 1979. They both look very nice. I'm not really sure how this is on theme though. I mean, I love the spiky shoulders, very what I expect from high fashion, I guess. Are any of these? I mean, I vaguely remember reading and learning about historical period fashion briefly in my school career, and I do not recall any of this even remotely resembling Habsburg era fashions. Am I imagining this? Hold on. No, yeah, as I thought. I mean, I don't... Does any... No. Just no. I don't... How is any of this Habsburg related? I don't see any spiky shoulders. I see those ruffle things. You disappoint me. You disappoint me, all of you. Look very nice. The lady with the sleeves are being very creative, but like, come on, guys. This is your one chance to like push fashion boundaries and be crazy, but no one wants to do that. Most people just dress normal. They just wear a nice dress and show up to the fundraiser, which is again fine. But you know what? It's not creative. It's not on theme. Is it stylish? Yeah. Would it still look good today? I mean, yeah, probably. She's so upset and tired. Anyway, time to rank that. Sorry, ladies, you're going in E tier. It's just where you're going. Next one. Okay, and this is Jacqueline Kennedy, 1979. Okay, I can kind of see Habsburg. You remember that long black dress we saw? I can kind of see it. It's vaguely reminiscent of the theme, like a gentle nod. It is semi-creative. Oh, sorry. It is semi-creative, and I think it's pretty stylish, and I do think it would look good today. I think she she obviously didn't knock it out of the park, and this definitely isn't a legendary look, but I think it is pretty good and way better than what we've seen, honestly. I think this is probably gonna get a B. Or an A. I think a B. Alright, that's a B for you, Miss Kennedy. On to the next one. Okay, so we're actually gonna skip ahead a year again because apparently the previous year had no good costumes or outfits because I couldn't find anything, which sucks because the previous year, the 1980s theme was the Manchurian Dragon, which would have been awesome. I would have loved to see outfits, but apparently since there's no pictures, I'm guessing nothing good happened that year. We do have quite a few good or iconic looks from 1981, however, so we will jump right into 1981, which theme was the 18th century woman. So, nothing really for the guys, but since the guys aren't really dressing up for the occasion anyway, and not including Mick Jagger because he's Mick Jagger, and that pinstripe suit wasn't on theme anyway, we are going to be looking at our first look for 1981 is, once again, we have Bianca Jagger. In this case, I think she is vaguely on theme with her bell-shaped skirt kind of thing she has going on. I think it's a very nice look. I think it's elegant, it's nice, it's stylish. I like it. I don't think it's super creative or super on theme, but I think it's still a nice nod to the theme without compromising her own personal sense of style. So I'm going to give her, I think, a B or a C. I think a B. I think a B. Definitely. I guess I'm going to be giving out a lot of B's. Okay. B it is. Yeah, here we go. Gonna stick you in with a B. Good job. Good job again, Miss Bianca. Okay, so this is Diana Ross. If you don't know who she is, please get out from under whatever rock you've been living in. She's a very famous singer and is actually very talented. I love this look. Is it on theme, though? Is it creative? Yes. Is it stylish? Absolutely. Would it still look good today? Yeah, probably. Is it on theme, though? Is this 18th century woman? Not really. I can't really see it being on theme. Is it a really nice look? Yeah. Is she doing a nod to ruffles? Or ruffles really big in the 18th century? I need to Google this real quick. Hold on. Were ruffles popular in the 18th century? Ruffle detailing which uses trim on clothing, particularly around the neck as necklines. Mary Antoinette was known to favor ruffles, which were seen along the sleeves and neckline. Okay, I guess I can do the ruffles as alright. So ruffles were popular, I guess, in accents, but not the entire clothes. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna give her an A. Because, she's doing ruffles. She did ruffles. So we're gonna give her an A. I don't think it's legendarily amazing, but I still think it's a nice look. And it is, yes, ruffles did exist in the 18th century and people were using them. So we're going to give it to Miss Diana Ruffles. There you go. Take your A, my dear. You earned it. There we go. I think she's slightly off center, but oh well. Okay, so the next look is Diana Vreeland, and if the name sounds familiar, it should. She's one of the people that helped develop the Met Gala event. Now, unfortunately, you can't really see the whole outfit here, so I can't really say. But from what I can tell, sorry, it looks vaguely on theme. It seems like a nice look. I see the red and the black pattern. I can genuinely tell what kind of dress it is. Generally tell what kind of dress it is. A nice little choker, nice earrings. Yeah, I can see this being on theme. Nice, stylish, not too creative, but I think it's a nice touch. I think this look deserves a beat. Good job, Diana. Alrighty, let's get you in place. Alright. Okay, so this is Iman, and I love her. Now you're gonna see a lot of her on this list, and someone just needs to come out and make her the queen of the freaking Met Gala already, because there is not a single look she has ever worn to a Met Gala that I have a single problem with. She is gorgeous and glamorous and wonderful, and I love everything about her. But is this on theme? Is the question. Literally everything about this look is amazing. It's creative, it's stylish, and I think it is stand the test of time. It would look good today. Is it on theme is the question. 18th century woman. I mean, I guess it depends where you are in the world. But would even an 18th century African woman dress like this? Asian woman? I don't know. I'm gonna need to look this up. Hold on. I'm actually gonna look this up a lot, so I'm not gonna show the searches I'm gonna do, because this is gonna take a little while, but I'm gonna come back in a couple minutes with my opinions. Okay, so after doing some research, I have found out a lot more about African clothing than I thought I ever would, but also I think this, you can see kind of tiny little patterns on the fabric. Let me try to make it bigger so you can see. You see the patterns? So I think this might be a subtle nod to kitenge, which is a type of African dress that is popular in Eastern Africa and some parts of Asia through most of the, a long time, but has recently spread all over the world. So I think this may be a subtle nod to kitenge and adornment of clothing, which was done mostly by the higher up classes in Africa. So if this is a nod to kitenge, which I am leaning towards believing it is on theme, and in which case it is definitely meets all the criteria all across the board. It is gorgeous, it is stylish, it stood the test of time. This look is gorgeous. It would look good even today. And I do believe it's on theme. If it is a nod to kitenge, which I think, again, from you can see the subtle pattern, not too crazy, like not like, oh, I'm just gonna wear a kitenge. No, I'm gonna like make it high fashion, make it my own. So I think this is a nice look. I definitely think she met the theme, and it's a good overall look. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in S tier then, if it's on theme. Now, I might need to send an email to Iman and be like, hey, were you like doing a nod to kitenge or not with this look? Because if you were, then this look is legendary. If it's not, then you weren't on theme. But otherwise, it's still amazing look. Girl, you look fabulous. And someone needs to name you queen of the freaking Met Gala, because there's not a single look you've worn that hasn't been absolutely fabulous. There was been one time I think she was off theme, but other than that, she looks gorgeous. So this look for me is going in S tier. With her nice 18th century woman. 18th century woman. Get it going on, girl. You look fabulous. Let me see if I can. There we go. You look good. You look great. You look glamorous. Alright. There you go, Miss Iman. Take your rightful spot on S tier. Okay, so I only have one look from 1982. It's the only picture I could really find. Now, 1982 had a really weird theme that I had never even heard of before, but it's called Belle Epoque. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that, but basically it's a period of French and European history dated between 1871 and 80, basically up till the outbreak of World War One, in 1914. It was characterized by optimism, regional peace, economic prosperity, and colonial expansion, and technological, scientific, and cultural innovations. So basically, it's France's Renaissance or something like that. I had to legitimately look up what the heck any of that meant because I had no clue. But okay, so this look, I love it. It's very beautiful. It's elegant. It's also a little bit suggestive, but not in like an over-the-top, I'm a sex symbol kind of way. So I like it, and I like her jewelry that she's wearing. And this is Miss Raquel Welch in 1982. Were animal prints big in France in the 1980s? And I'm gonna have to lean towards no, so I don't really think it's on theme, but everything else about this look I really do enjoy. So because it's not on theme, even in the slightest little bit, I'm gonna have to give this a B or a C, because I mean, it's not even a nod to the theme, not even like a subtle like, okay, I can't even see, like, I mean, the bodice shape is roughly correct, but like animal print is not, I mean, it's creative. I mean, I like the look. I think she looks fabulous, but this isn't on theme, so it's gonna get a B or a C. I think I'm gonna give her a B though, because I don't know, unless Raquel Welch, send me proof that people in that time period, anyone in France, wore animal print, and I will boost you up to an A, but I'm sorry, you're going to a B right now. Alright, I gave her a B. I need to stop being so nice. I need to start giving some C's and D's out. But I mean, I genuinely like the outfits, and I appreciate that they put some effort into trying to be creative and original with their looks. So even if they weren't on theme, but we want to give points for being on theme, okay? And being creative and on theme is a huge plus. So let's go ahead and move on to our next set, shall we? Okay, so we're going to skip ahead a couple of years again, because nothing really interesting happened in terms of fashions or looks. It's going to be the same dresses over and over again, and it's really hard to find pictures from those years anyway. Good pictures. So we're going to skip ahead to 1985. Now, I'm going to show you this next dress, and I want you to, just looking at the dress, guess what the theme is. Just guess. Here it is. This is Sarah Jessica Parker, and what she legitimately wore to the Met Gala in 1985. Can you guess what the theme is? Go ahead, take a guess. Just a random guess. What do you think the theme is? Would you have ever guessed the royal dresses of India? Or, sorry, the costumes of Royal India? That scream costumes of Royal India to you? Nah, no. It looks like she just literally put on a black dress and came to the event. I mean, she looks nice, but like... So when people nowadays mess up about the theme, this is what I'm talking about. Like, is this on theme? No, it isn't. It's just a nice dress. Like, you look nice, Sarah, but I mean, come on, this isn't... No, you didn't even try. It's not creative. I mean, is it stylish? Yeah. But look at today? Yeah. Is it creative? No. Is it on theme? No. Girl, you're down on the list. Okay, 2 out of 4 points. You are going to E on the list, and I would thank you to thank me for it. Okay, so again, we are still on the 1985 royal costumes of Royal India theme, and this is what Cher wore to the 1985 Met Gala, and as you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is a wonderful look. It does vaguely remind me of patterns of that would be worn in Indian plays and dramas and stuff like that. Like something an Indian dancer might wear. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice nod to the theme. I mean, it is another naked dress, which she already wore before, so it's not that creative, but I still think it's an absolutely stunning look. It looks good on her, and it's very stylish, and I think you could get away with wearing that today, and it would look wonderful as well. I think this look is definitely a solid A. Is it legendarily amazing, like enough to blow me out of the water? Yes, no, I'm kind of back and forth about it. I love this look. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is spectacular, and I love it. But it isn't so. I think it loses in creativity a little bit because she did already wear a naked dress, and that's why I'm not going to give it S tier. But everything else about this look is spot on. I think it definitely fits the theme. I think it definitely is stylish, and I think it definitely is. It has stood the test of time. So I'm going to go ahead and put this look that she wore to the 1985 Met Gala in tier A. There you go, Cher. Take your A tier. Alright, next. Okay, so the theme for 1986 was dance, and I think Linda Carter and Blaine Trump, and yes, you heard that name correctly, are you seeing in this picture next to me right here, I think did a really good job. I think both of their dresses scream dance. I think they're fashionable, stylish, and reasonably creative. Nothing over the top, like, breaking any fashion boundaries here, no calling any cultural references to boot or anything. But I do think these are both solid looks from the both of them. I think both Linda and Blaine both look absolutely amazing, and I think these are wonderful looks with a nod to the theme without being super, insane, with still being elegant and fashionable and wonderful. So I'm gonna go ahead and put both of them in tier A because I think it meets all the criteria. Is it enough to blow me away? Not really. So I'm definitely not even considering either of them for S tier, but I do think both of them look absolutely gorgeous in this picture, and I think are both wonderful looks from the both of them. So points to both of them for being amazing for this theme. Alright, ladies, let's move you up to A tier. Good job. Good job. Now, we're going to skip all the way to 1990 again because pictures from the years from 1986 to 1990 are very hard to find, and I'm guessing nobody wore anything interesting or worth remembering as far as I can tell. Again, if you have any pictures from those years that you would like to send me and send them my way, I'll put my email in the description below. Feel free to send them, and I will add them to the list. Anyway, this is Naomi Campbell, and she absolutely nailed this out of the park. The theme this year is really long and complicated, but it's theater de la mode, fashion dolls, the survival of haute couture. Yes, it's a mouthful, and I am sure that I messed something up in there somewhere. But anyway, as you can see, her look definitely is haute couture. It is very fashion dolly. It looks wonderful. I absolutely love this look on her. Now, Naomi Campbell, you're going to see her a lot on this list. She is very fashionable at these events. Extremely. Now, I understand a lot of the people don't design their own outfits. Some of them order custom stuff from designers, but most of them just wear designers' outfits to this gala. But some of them do actually design it. I don't think Naomi designed any of her outfits, but as far as I'm aware, I might be wrong. I probably am. But either way, she has excellent taste in style, and this look is amazing. And she had a jacket as well. There are pictures of this outfit everywhere because it is very well done, and this is the first year that Naomi really showed up and knocked it out of the park, and you're gonna see her a lot. There's one look that she's really famous for wearing to a Met Gala that everyone loves, but I don't, and that is the only look from her that I don't really like, but everyone else does. Whatever, we'll get to that look in just a couple years down the line, but I absolutely love this. I love this look on her. It is amazing and wonderful, and I think she hit all 4 criteria right out of the park. It's stylish, it stood the test of time, I think it would look good even today. it is definitely on theme, and it is definitely creative. So I'm going to give her 4 out of 4. She's going in A tier for sure. Is this enough to blow me out of the water? I mean, it's not really breaking any real fashion boundaries, but it is a nice solid look. So it's definitely getting a solid A from me. There you go, Miss Campbell. You enjoy your A. Alright. Next. Okay, so this isn't one of those looks that a lot of people really love, and it's like one of the more iconic looks that have ever been worn to the Met Gala, and I don't understand why. I mean, okay, so anyway, let's just get down to it, shall we? So the theme this year was Fashion and History, a Dialogue. It's 1992. This here is Christy Turlington, and I mean, she looks nice. I mean, I can kind of get where she was going with the look, but it's not my favorite look. To me, it seems kind of lazy. I mean, honestly, it's just another black dress, white shawl. I mean, the hair is nice and the pearls are kind of definitely like that, but like, this is really the best we can do. This is what is creative and on theme. Like, Fashion and History, a Dialogue. You literally could have worn anything throughout history, even just inspired by something throughout history from anywhere in the world. What did you wear? Oh, a black dress with a white shawl and some pearls, because we haven't seen that before. We've never seen that before at the freaking Met Gala. I know I shouldn't get mad about this, but I do. Like, some of the looks, especially in their later years, which we're going to get to very shortly, are confusing. But they're confusing in a way that I am somewhat approving of. Like, if I'm confused by it, but I admit that it's creative and it's somewhat on theme, then I'm not going to be mad at it. If it's, like, confusing just for the sake of, and crazy, for the sake of being crazy, then I'm not going to like it. But why? She didn't even try. I mean, maybe she did. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Is it stylish? Yeah. Would it look good today? Yeah. Is it creative? No. Is it on theme? I mean, technically, yeah, I guess. I mean, like, do I have to rate this one? There's a lot on this list that I don't want to rate, but it's like, this is the only, like, memorable, iconic look from this year, and I'm just like, she looks nice, but, I mean, this isn't the Met Gala look. It's literally, she could have worn this literally to any event ever. Alright, where am I gonna put this? I mean, because it technically meets the requirements, I'm like a reluctant D. Like, be lucky you're not getting an E. I want to give this an F, but I mean, it does technically meet the theme. The only thing it's not is creative, I guess. But, like, come on. Like, bare minimum effort. Like, what are you even doing? Like, whatever. This is Joan Rivers, and this is another woman wearing another black dress to the Met Gala, and, I mean, no, it's not on theme. And this year's theme was Orientalism, Visions of the East in Western Dress, and the year was 1994, and, I mean, the only thing vaguely Oriental about it is that neck piece she's wearing, and, I mean, vaguely Oriental. You know, when people get mad about them not following the theme, again, it's not anything new, okay? Okay, let's just put her somewhere. I mean, it looks nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, she looks gorgeous. It's a really nice look, but it's not creative. It's not on theme. Is it stylish? Yeah. Would it look good today? Yeah. 2 out of 4. I mean, I don't even know where to put these people anymore. It's just like, okay, Miss Rivers, I'm putting you in the E bracket. Sorry. It's not really creative. Not really anything. Okay, so once again, I'm going to show you this picture. It should be up right now. What do you think this year's theme was? 1985. Take a guess from this picture. What do you think the theme was? Go for it. I'll tell you who they are. in a minute, but for right now, just from what they're wearing, guess the theme that year. Go ahead. Take your time. Did you get it? Haute couture. That was the theme for 1985. Screams it, doesn't it? Haute couture is a high-end fashion that's constructed by hand from start to finish, made from high-quality, expensive, and often unusual fabric. Okay. Alright, so these are examples of haute couture. Yeah, alright, I'm feeling it. I'm down. Alright. What about that is haute couture? The only one that's remotely haute couture is the one in the middle. Does she look familiar? Bet she does. It's Naomi Campbell, and she knows how to frickin' dress to a frickin' Met Gala. The other two are Christy Turlington and Kate Moss. So I'm just gonna say it right now. How disappointed I am at all three of them. Like, what is with just showing off your breasts is not fashion, okay? I mean, I guess maybe it is. I mean, fashion is one of those things that's, art is in the beauty of the beholder and all that, but like, oh boy. The only one who's on theme right now is Naomi. The other two are just awful. Like, Naomi's wearing something that's, expensive, made from unique fabric. I mean, it looks like it's freaking diamonds or crystals of some kind. I mean, there might be Swarovski crystals for all we know, but I mean, it looks nice, it's sparkly, it's gorgeous. The other two, like, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, I don't know what unusual fabric is that made out of. Is it like a napkin? Is it a tablecloth? I don't know. I don't freaking care anymore. Naomi, you deserve an A. It's creative enough, it's beautiful, it's stylish, and it has stood the test of time. Someone could wear that today and it would still look gorgeous. The other two are D level at best, maybe even an E, like not even attempting the theme. Like, what about that is haute couture? Oh. So Naomi will be getting an A. The other two most definitely will not. So as promised, I have got Naomi by herself in her amazing, beautiful dress in A tier, and I just gotta put the other two where they belong, down in E tier. Alright, the other two, not Naomi. Pretend that Naomi's not there. The other two belong in E tier. Naomi, she's in A tier. She's in a league of her own. Okay. Alright, here's Goldie Hawn. I mean, I can kind of see how it's haute couture. I can tell it's like a weird fabric. Is it like velvet or something? It's not super stylish, and I mean, it would be okay today, but it's nothing really great. I think it's a nod to the theme. It's not overtly creative. I'd say this is somewhere in the middle in terms of ranking. So I was leaning between a C and a D for Goldie. I ended up just giving her a D because it's not super stylish. But I mean, it does look good on her and it is nice, but it's nothing like super special. Alright, next. Okay, here's Gwyneth Paltrow in 1995. I mean, it looks nice, but I mean, it's basically an inverted. Instead of a black dress with a white shawl, she's got a white dress with a black shawl. Ooh, breaking so many fashion boundaries here with this. But I mean, it looks nice. It's stylish. It would look good today. Is it on theme? I don't think so. Is it creative? Most definitely not. So I'm definitely gonna put her towards the bottom. Ooh. Okay, Gwyneth has been moved to E tier because that's what she's getting. Okay, so this is Elizabeth Hurley and what she wore to the Met in 1995. I mean, I like it. It's very stylish. It's very sexy. I think it has that like white train coat thing, part of the thing. I think it's kind of nice, sort of creative. Is it haute couture? I mean, I guess a little bit. I don't know. So I'm gonna put her somewhere in the middle. I mean, it's not super creative. Is it stylish? Yeah, we're looking today, absolutely. I think it's a vague nod to the theme, but I don't think it's like super like, using the theme as like inspiration, and I don't think it's very creative. So I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle. I mean, you can tell she put a little effort in, so we're gonna reward that with a middle grade tier level. I think a C is appropriate here because it's not super trying to do the theme, but it is enough that I feel kind of bad giving her like a D. So we're just gonna give her a C. So this Princess Diana, and she went to the Met Gala in 1995, and this is what she wore. I mean, I kind of like it. It's a nice outfit. It looks really nice, and like the blue in her earrings and her necklace matches her wonderful dress. Is it haute couture? I mean, you go either way with this. I mean, I guess it would depend what fabric it's made out of. Like if it's made out of like satin or silk maybe, then yeah, I guess. But if it's not, then it's not. But I mean, it might be. I mean, if it is, then it would be haute couture, I guess. But anyway, this is a really good look. She looks gorgeous in this picture. I do like the look. Is it on theme though? Is it super creative? No. Is it on theme? Maybe. I think this needs to go in the middle just because it's not really creative and it's possibly on theme, but the fact that I'm not sure about it is kind of what's kind of making me not really want to put it really high up on the list. So we're going to put her somewhere in the middle. So I ended up giving her a C. I think that's appropriate level. Alrighty. Next. Okay, so now we're gonna go to next year, 1996. The theme was Christian Dior. And first up, we have the amazing and wonderful, and again, someone please just name her Queen of the Met Gala already. It's Iman. There she is, wearing Christian Dior, one of his original designs, I think. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love it. I have nothing bad to say about this at all. She looks gorgeous, as always. I mean, I don't know. Why everyone can't just be Iman? She's so stylish and on theme and creative enough that it doesn't come off as she's just, just wearing, what's fashionable today. I don't know. She's gorgeous. I love her looks that she wears to the Met Gala. They're always so gorgeous. There's only one look she's ever worn that hasn't really been on theme, but it was still gorgeous. I have nothing bad to say about Iman. She's definitely an A tier here. I don't think it's over the top, like a legendary, like S tier look, simply because I think it's kind of lacking a little bit of creativity points, although I do like the scraggly bits happening here. I think that is, it takes a lot to be able to pull that off and not have it look like trashy or tacky, but she does pull it off. This look, her hair, the necklace, everything is just gorgeous in this picture. I love it. I think it's definitely a solid A, and if I could find it in my heart to give it more creativity points, it would definitely be a solid S. But for right now, it's going A tier. There you go, Miss Iman. Got your A tier look right there. Alright. Next. This is Donatella and Gianni Versace. Looking like the parents that used to be bikers, but they want to go to like this old biker rally with their like old biker friends, and so they're wearing like leather and gold belts that clearly they shouldn't be wearing anymore. That's just the vibe I'm getting from this picture. Are the looks bad? No. Are they amazing? No. Is it on theme? I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't even know anymore. Just just, is it creative? Yeah, I mean, a little. Is it stylish? Would it look good today? I mean, I don't know, you tell me. I'm gonna say no. I mean, again, unless you're like, I'm trying to keep this family friendly. I can't really think of a good reason you'd ever wear this anywhere other than a Halloween or an S&M party or something like that. It looks like they're both going through a middle-age crisis or something. Like, I don't know. There's just like too many buckles going on with hers, and then his is just like, why is the white? I mean, I get it's like a color contrast. Maybe I don't understand fashion. Maybe I'm not understanding this. Is it just me? Am I the only one that thinks this is not a good look for either of them? I mean, she definitely looks better than he does, but like, I mean, I get the leather skirt thing's kind of creative. I don't know. I mean, they're getting points for creativity. I mean, I don't think it's like a solid look from either of them. I don't know. Just, I gave him a C. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky, but I just didn't particularly like those looks or think they were particularly creative or on theme. But I mean, whatever. They tried. I'm gonna give them a C. That's what they're getting from. Okay, so now we're going to jump ahead to the next year. Well, we're jumping ahead. We're just going to the next year. We're going to go to 1997. This is Madonna, Donatella Versace, and Cher, what they wore to the 1997 Met Gala. Now, the theme that year was Gianni Versace, so the whole idea was to wear Gianni Versace inspired things. Now, I have no clue if what Madonna wearing is Versace or not. I mean, if it is, great, wonderful. I think it looks great on her. I don't know what's going on with her hair, though, but I love the outfit. We will talk about Donatella in just a minute. And then, of course, we need to talk about Cher and that stupid black dress with a cross on it. You're going to see... I'm actually not going to show a whole lot of the dresses, but in a lot of years following this, there's going to be a lot of black dresses with that cross on it. Is that like a Versace thing? I don't get it. I don't like it. I think it looks stupid. It looks like someone just took a leather dress and bedazzled a cross on it. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. I think you could have tried harder. So for both of those two... benefit of the doubt, I'm going to put them down in D, just because I don't think it's very creative. I don't think it's very stylish. I mean, Cher's is stylish. Would it look good today? I mean, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky, but for Madonna and Cher, I'm going to give them a C or a D. I'm leaning more towards D for their looks. I ended up putting them in D. And then we're going to contrast that with Iman in 1997. Look at this amazing, gorgeous piece of work you're seeing right here. This is how you do it. Someone please just name Iman Queen of the Met Gala already. The woman has not messed up yet, although I just glanced at the 2021 outfits. They were such pure insanity that they caused madness to ensue in my brain. That will be another video, but look at this. This is how you do it. What's the theme? Gianni Versace. What's she wearing? Gianni Versace. And she looks gorgeous. She looks great. It's creative. It's amazing. And I'm going to show you without the jacket in a little bit, but this looks great. The whole outfit is just amazing. I love it. Love her. This is going to be another S tier. This is definitely another S tier look for me. Yes, you're going to be like, well, she wear like the coppery bronze look. And I'm like, that was different. And she knows how to wear colors that look good on her. And should she be faulted for that? No, absolutely not. The woman knows how to freaking dress and look amazing. She looks like freaking royalty in this picture. She looks gorgeous. She looks great. She looks like a freaking fashion goddess come down to earth to grace us with her presence. Like, bow down, you mortals. You don't know how to wear that. You don't know how to look good wearing it. She's like, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to have a good time for real. So... I'm sorry, Iman. You deserve your S tier rank for this particular outfit. You are amazing, and I love you. So I put Iman in her S tier rank. There she is in all of her beauty and glory. Next. Yay, and this is Salma Hayek, and this is what she wore to the 1997 Met Gala. I think it looks really nice. Is it Versace? Probably. Is it creative? It's just another black dress. We've seen it before. Stylish, yeah. We'll look at today, yeah. I think she's gonna get a mid-high range. I think B or A. I think an A, maybe. Only because she's kind of, I think a B or an A, because she's kind of not really hitting the creativity points. Although if she is wearing like a Versace, I mean, there's only so much you can do to it unless it's like a custom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give her, I'm gonna give her an A for this, because I'm 90-ish% sure, especially given what Donatella and Gianni wore the previous year with all the leather, that this is probably one of the Versace dresses. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let her have an A tier for this one. Alright, put her in the A tier, and it is time for the next one. This is Donatella Versace and Iman. Now I think these are both really great looks from both of them. I think Donatella Versace is wearing an absolutely gorgeous dress here. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to give her an S tier, and that is because it's just the dress and the hair. She didn't really, like, accessorize, I think, very well, where, like, Iman, like, she went all out with, like, everything. Like, with the hair, accessories, and what she was wearing, and everything. But, don't get me wrong, Donatella looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, this is one of the best looks she's ever worn, ever. But I don't think this is S tier. Simply because I don't think it's that creative, although it is very much on theme. I mean, of course it is. It's about, the theme is her husband. I'm sure that's one of her husband's designs, obviously. We're just going to go ahead and put her in A tier. And if you don't agree with me, oh well, too bad. I don't care. Alright, give Donatella an A. Next. So this is Karl Lagerfeld and Diane von Furstenberg, I think. So, genuinely, I actually like their looks. Now, for him, I think this is the first time that I've ever seen, like, a guy look super duper nice and on theme and somewhat creative. Because, I mean, he knew he couldn't go crazy with tuxes, because back then that wasn't, like, a huge thing. Although, like I said, as the years will progress, you will see the men starting to be a little bit more creative with their outfits. But I love his jacket, I love his tie, I love his accessories, I love his sunglasses, his cane, his shoes. He's got his going on. Now, the woman, on the other hand, I like her dress, although I'm not quite sure why she paired it with those boa and those beads. They don't really feel like they match. It kind of just makes her look kind of tacky, but that just might be me personally. I do love her dress though. Her dress is absolutely gorgeous, and I do love it. The pattern, just like with a little bit of blue on there, it's very pretty. But her necklace and bow I don't like. The guy, on the other hand, he's styling. I love his look. I love him. You go, Carl. I think that definitely deserves an A tier for him. So we're just gonna go ahead and stick him up in A tier. Especially when you see all the other guys wearing, like, normal suits behind him. It's just like, what are you doing? I think that one guy's in, like, a turtleneck or something. Is that Versace turtleneck? I don't even know who that is. Is that just, like, staff? He's wearing Nikes. Good for him. Are those Nikes? Or are those New Balance? I think that's New Balance. Yeah, those are New Balance. He's wearing New Balance? Okay. Him alone gives that an A tier. Her, I'd definitely put more in a B tier. But I definitely think he is A tier. Alright. Okay, we're going to go to 1998, and I'm just going to say I hate this. So this is Chloe Serenity. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. I hate that look. I hate it so much. There's so many things I hate about this look. I mean, I don't know why I hate it. I just do. I don't know. It's like too baggy, too crumpled, and the shoes, like, they don't match, and I just hate it. I hate everything about this look. So the theme this year was cubism and fashion, and I don't even think that it's on theme. Like, I mean, I guess, like, you could kind of, maybe the skirt is kind of cubism, but, like, how far are we taking this? I don't think it's that on theme. It's not super, it's slightly creative. Is it stylish? I personally don't think it is. If you wore that today, someone would look at you and go, that's tacky as hell. I know, it's like barely a 1 out of 4. I hate this look. I hate everything about this look. I hate it so much. I don't think it's on theme. I don't think it looks nice. I mean, I'm sure she's a lovely person, but that is not a very good look, in my opinion. I mean, I might just be wrong, but I personally don't like it, so it's getting voted down. I genuinely think that's our first F. It's not on theme, it's not super creative, it's not stylish, and it has not withstood the test of time. I hate everything about that outfit. There, I said it. It's out there. So again, remember the theme this year was cubism and fashion. What about this outfit is cubism and fashion? Again, people of 2021, can't people stick to a theme? No! People have never stuck to the theme, ever, in the history of the Met Gala. Ever! This cubism to you? What's cubed about this outfit? Did she buy it out of a cube? Did it deliver as a cube? There's nothing cubed about this outfit. There's nothing even remotely cubism inspired about this outfit. Okay. This is Liv Tyler, by the way. I don't know. Is it stylish? Yeah. Look good today? Yeah. Is it creative? Hell no. Is it on theme? Absolutely not. 2 out of 4. I mean, I guess put her lower middle bracket, I guess. I mean, she looks gorgeous. Nothing wrong with this look, but come on, it's a costume party. Put some effort in. Get a drag queen to help you out. Come on, get something. Get a Halloween movie makeup artist. Draw some cubes on yourself. I don't freaking care. Okay, it's fine. 2 out of 4. I gave it a D. Okay, so now we're gonna jump to 1999, where the theme was rock style. That was the theme. So, you know what you're expecting. Here's what you get. Now, I actually think this is vaguely on theme, sort of, if you squint. I think colors-wise, it's definitely kind of rock style. I have no clue where she was going with this. This is, of course, Anna Wintour, and I do like the look. I think it's creative. I think it's stylish. I think in some places you could wear it today, like a really fancy party, especially because the colors kind of remind me a little bit of winter. But I don't really think it's on theme that much. I don't really look at this outfit and think, oh yeah, that's totally rock style right there. I mean, I can see maybe how it was influenced slightly by a rock theme, but it's not really rock style to me. So I'm gonna give her upper middle tier, I think, or maybe a little bit higher. I think a B would be nice, because I mean, I think it might slightly be influenced by the theme, but it definitely isn't on theme. So I'm gonna give her a B, just because I really like this look, and I do think it's creative. So I'm definitely gonna give it a B. Alright, I got her over in the B's. Next. Okay, and this is Amber Valletta, and this is what she wore to the 1999 rock style themed gala, and I do think this is actually quite on theme. I think it's reasonably creative. I think it's stylish, and I do think you could wear it today, so 4 out of 4. And the only reason I'm not giving this S tier is because I do think that it could have been a little bit more creative or a little bit more rock influence, because while I can definitely see that this is on theme, it doesn't really scream like rock style. Like, this isn't like, oh, this is definitely rock style. It's when you look at it, once you know the theme, you can be like, yeah, I can kind of see how that's rock style. you can be like, oh yeah, that's definitely rock style inspired, but it's not like, oh yeah, I see that and I think rock through the ages or something, you know? So I think this is definitely a solid A. Miss Amber, I got you in on rank A for that outfit. Well done. And this is what Whitney Houston wore, and it is absolutely on point. It is, I look at it and I think rock style. I think Elvis, I think Prince, I think all huge, like, old school rock artists. That screams rock style to me all the way. What with the long train and the sparkles and the pants and the belt and even the hair. I can see that as rock style. That screams rock style to me, and if it doesn't to you, then I think you need to rewatch some of those rock styles from the earlier years. That screams rock style to me. I think she nailed it. I think it's creative. I think it's stylish. I think it definitely, you could wear that today and people would be like, darn, she looks good. And I definitely think it is definitely on theme. I am definitely going to give this an S tier. I think Whitney Houston nailed this out of the park, and I think it's wonderful. I will always love you. Good job. Okay, so this is Liv Tyler and Stella McCartney, and I think, yeah, it's on theme. It's reasonably creative. Is it stylish? Yeah. Could you wear it today? Yeah. I don't really like these looks. They're basically over-the-shoulder halter top things with rock royalty on it, and then pants and a skirt. Like, is it on theme? Yeah. Is it creative? Reasonably so. Is it really stylish? I mean, not really. I mean, I think this is definitely middle tier, nothing, or maybe upper middle tier, because they definitely did do the theme, and they definitely did try, and they do look nice. It's just nothing, you know, like, oh my god, that's like one of the most influential looks I've ever seen in my life, you know, and I have no idea what the accent was. Please don't judge me, that just came out. Alright, let's go ahead and rank these two. So I'm going to give them a B. Again, I might be judging them too harshly, but I think that's just feels right, so B it is. Okay, so this is Elizabeth Hurley and what she wore to the 1999 Met Gala. I mean, is it stylish? Yeah. Could you wear it today and it still look good? Yeah. Is it on theme? Vaguely, I suppose. Is it creative? Absolutely not. I'm gonna put her middle tier. I don't think this deserves a really high score. I mean, does she look nice? Yeah. Is it rock and roll? I mean, I guess a little, kinda. If you classify rock and roll as just scantily clad women and sex and red beads on your stomach, in circles, I guess. I mean, is she referencing something? Am I just not getting it? Middle tier. So I went ahead and gave her an E just because it's not really on theme or very creative. And yeah, that's what I did. Okay, this is what Donatella Versace wore. No. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the dress. The fabric is absolutely gorgeous. But it doesn't really scream rock and roll to me. It screams beach. It's got like a lovely blue, green palm tree pattern. I mean, does rock and roll scream beach to you? It doesn't to me. It screams like drugs and guitars and tight pants and loud singing and epic riffs. And sometimes you really want like old school story rock. I mean, sometimes it's like leather. Like, in a time when it would have been totally appropriate for her to wear that, you know, leather thingy she was wearing earlier, she goes with this. No, it does not resemble the theme at all. I mean, it's reasonably creative, I guess. Is it stylish? Yeah, because you wear it today. If your parents didn't know you were wearing it, because that does not leave a lot to the imagination. I guess if you wore something under it, you probably could, but if you weren't wearing a bra, you definitely couldn't. I mean, I guess you could, but I mean, just, I don't know. What do I know about life? Just, yeah, whatever. Okay, I gave her an E. Okay, this is J-Lo and Diddy. The only time they ever went together. You know, they weren't together that long, but do they look nice? J-Lo, yes. Diddy, I mean, kind of. Is it stylish? Yeah. Could you wear it today? Probably. Is it rock and roll? Absolutely not. Is it creative? No, not really. So I'm gonna stick them lower, middle tier probably. And I stuck with both of those in G. I'm not putting them anywhere else. Okay, to finish off 1999, we have this. This is the 2 best dressed people ever. On the left is Naomi Campbell, and on the right is Iman. They both were there for the rock theme. I don't really think Iman is on theme, but she does look fabulous. Naomi is definitely on theme. People say this is one of her best looks she's worn to the Met Gala. I strongly disagree, but I agree it is on theme. It does, Naomi's does scream the rock theme. It is stylish. You could definitely wear it today. Is it creative? Reasonably so, I suppose. I like all of it except that like a virgin thing she's wearing. I don't get it. I think it's just like a t-shirt with shorts attached to it. I don't really get it, but that might just be me personally. I mean, I love everything else. I love all of her accessories. The girl knows how to accessorize. I love her tights, stockings that she's wearing. The design on them is absolutely gorgeous. I love her boots. I love her coat. I love everything except that like a virgin thing. But that's just my personal preference. I do admit that it's a wonderful look. And Iman is surprising me. I mean, I'm guessing her jacket is kind of on theme, but I don't really see rock in Iman's. And this is the only time where, I mean, she still looks fabulous, but it's not really on theme. So I'm going to stick this in A because I definitely think Naomi looks wonderful. And Iman is definitely gorgeous as well. And I think Naomi's checking all the boxes, but I personally just don't like the look. So I'm not going to give it S tier because it doesn't really feel right to me. Because I feel like it's not, there's something missing, or there's something just not right about it for rock. Anyway, and Madonna's never really seemed like a rock singer to me. She's always felt more of like a pop, which is probably the issue I'm having with it. Like if there was any kind of like actual rock band she was referencing, I mean, I'm not saying Madonna can't be classified as rock, it's just she's always been more pop to me. Anyway, I want to stick them in the A tier for sure. Alright, stuck them both in A tier. Next. So, 2001 is going to be the theme Jacqueline Kennedy, the White House years, and to the left, you're going to see Demi Moore and Donna Karan there, and I think they both did really well. I think they both look absolutely fabulous. I do believe that it's on theme, and I think it's reasonably creative. I mean, I don't think the theme really gives you that much to work with, but that just might be me personally. I'm gonna go ahead and stick them both in upper tier. I think a B or an A for sure. I stuck them in B tier because I ended up deciding that it wasn't that creative, but I don't really think it's a theme you could have gotten that creative with. So for now, I'm just gonna leave them there. Okay, so it's still 2001. The theme is still Jacqueline Kennedy through White House years. This is the 3LW. Do you think they're embodying the theme? No. Do they look fabulous? Absolutely. Stylish? Of course. Would it look good today? I mean, yeah, probably. Is it creative? I mean, yeah. Their outfits are fairly creative. Are they on theme? Absolutely not. I don't know what am I supposed to do with this? Like, are they on theme? No. Do they look fabulous? Yes. Are they missing the point? Obviously. But they do look fabulous, so mid-tier, I guess. Alright, I stuck them in C because they look nice and it's reasonably creative, but it's definitely not on theme at all, so they're not getting anything higher from me. Okay, this is Diana Ross, but she wore in 2001 again. It's the Jacqueline Kennedy through the White House theme. She wore like this ridiculous headpiece thing which looks ridiculous, but I think Jacqueline Kennedy did wear quite a few of those, so I think it's reasonably creative. So is it stylish? I mean, yeah, a little. Would you wear it today? I mean, if you wore that to church, you'd definitely turn some heads, but like, I don't know. I don't particularly like this look. I don't think it's that flattering. I don't think the pieces really match each other very well. I don't think like the headpiece goes with the dress. I don't think they go together very well. So that's why I'm not going to rate this super high. I'm probably going to stick it with a B or C. I think a B. Because I think there might be a nod to the theme, but I don't think it like works well together. But that might just be me personally. You might love this look. I don't. So I'm giving it a B. Alright, I stuck her in B. Next. So we're going to skip ahead to 2003, and this is Diana Ross again, and this is an amazing look on her. I absolutely love this. And the theme for 2003 was Goddess, the classical mode. I think that this is vaguely reminiscent of the theme. I could see Goddess with that. Is it creative? That's where I think it loses some of the luster. I don't think it's super creative, but I definitely think it's on theme. I think it is stylish, and I definitely think you could wear that today. That is a timeless look. I think that is very gorgeous. And multi-purpose look. I think there's a lot of different situations you could wear that. So I think that's definitely going to be A tier for me. The only reason I don't think it's super creative. So it's definitely an A or B. I'm leaning more towards A with this look because Diana Ross is absolutely gorgeous in this outfit. Alright, I put her in A tier. Next. Okay, so we have Nicole Kidman. Again, this is 2003. Could I see Goddess? Yeah. Is it creative? Is it stylish? Absolutely. Would it look good today? Yes. So I'm probably going to give this a B or an A. Again, I'm leaning a little bit more towards A. But I mean, we have seen the sparkly dresses before. I mean, Naomi already did something way similar back in like one of the earlier haute coutures in like I think the 90s. So I'm not really seeing it as being super creative, but I do think it's a very elegant, stylish, and beautiful look. I do like the kind of wrap is kind of a goad to like, you know, perhaps a goddess exposing beauty. I don't know. I do like it. I do like this look, however. So you're gonna see a lot of sparkly dresses in the upcoming years. So I'm every sequential year I see sparkly dresses, I want to rank them lower and lower because it's like, oh yes, a sparkly dress, we've seen that before. Just like with the black dresses, like, oh, a black dress, we've seen that before. Like, come on, be a little creative, show some kind of, you put some effort in, you know. I'm thinking a B for this one probably. Alright, I stuck her in B. Next. And here she comes again, the wonderful, lovely, gorgeous, epically amazing Iman. Look at that. That is beautiful right there. That is gorgeous at like next level. I don't know how she does it. She has excellent taste. Okay, so the only thing I have an issue with is it on theme? Is it creative? Kind of. Is it on theme? That's where it can kind of swing back and forth for me. Is it stylish? Absolutely. Could you wear that today? Yes. She looks gorgeous. This is an absolutely amazing look. I can kind of see how you can get goddess from this. So I'm gonna swing towards yes on the theme. But as far as creativity goes, I will admit this isn't super creative, but I do like it. I do love this look. It's absolutely fabulous on her. I'm gonna give this an A. I think if it was a little bit more obvious it was on theme or a little bit more creative, I would be like blown away and want to give this S tier, but I don't feel that looking at this, so I'm gonna give it an A. Alrighty, I got her an A tier. Next. Okay, so 2004 had one of the craziest themes I've ever heard after the Met Gala, and it was dangerous liaisons, fashion and furniture in the 18th century. Yeah, fashion and furniture. So this was a year you could really let your creative muscles show. So there were a couple people that really kind of went out there with their looks, and some of the looks did confuse me, but I will admit, like I said, I'm going to walk through them and my decisions on them with you guys. But here we go. Here's the first one. It is the lovely Anna Wintour again, and there she is, and I think she's definitely on theme. I don't see an issue with this outfit at all in terms of theme. Is it stylish? Yeah, I'd say so. Could you wear it today? Probably not. This is definitely like for the Met Gala or a very specific high fashion event or party. Like, you probably just wouldn't wear this, you know, to like a Christmas party. I mean, you would look fabulous, but it would be very confusing. People would be confused. Like, what the heck is she wearing? Does it look nice? Yes. Is it on theme? Definitely. Is it creative? Absolutely. I think this is definitely an A rank. The only thing that has it for me is that it's not really a style that you, I don't know if it's the colors or just the shape. I'm not really sold on this look, but it is a lovely look and it does look nice on her. I think this is a nice outfit, so definitely getting an A for this one. Alright, there she is, an A. Moving on. Okay, now this is considered one of the most iconic looks ever worn to the Met Gala. This is Amber Valletta, and this is 2004 fashion and furniture, 18th century, and I like it. I mean, at first it kind of confused me a little bit, but I still was like, this is confusing, but I like it. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. But then when you like get into it and you kind of like look at it, you can kind of see it's like, all right, so she's got like this kind of bouffanty kind of hairstyle with like the hoops, and then she's got, you know, the little bodice, and then she's got like these quilts and blankets, and so it's like fashion furniture, and I like this look. I think this is wonderful. I think this is great, and I think this is the kind of thing the Met Gala wants to showcase, is being kind of more original with your fashion. Because, all right, is it stylish? Absolutely. Could you wear it today? Would it look good? Yes, but again, this would be one of those looks that would definitely be confusing if you wore it anywhere else. Is it creative? Absolutely. This is one of the more creative outfits I've seen. Is it on theme? Again, absolutely. You can tell right away it's definitely on theme. So this is definitely going in S tier for me. Good job, Miss Amber Valletta. Let me put you in your rightful place in S tier. There you are, Miss Amber. Got you right in S tier where you belong for that amazing look. Good job. Good job. Okay, this is also still 2004. This is Eva Mendes, and I am not... No. Is it stylish? I mean, yeah, I guess. Could you wear it today? I don't really think so. Is it on theme? I mean, I can kind of vaguely tell it's on theme, sort of. Is it creative? Yeah, I guess. I don't like this outfit. There's so much about it that I can't explain that it just rubs me the wrong way. It feels like the colors... I mean, the colors... everything should go together, but somehow it doesn't. Like, the lines just don't match in my head. They don't... It, like, makes her breasts look like not the right size for her body the way it is. It emphasizes the wrong spots. It's, like, bright in the wrong spots. I can't explain this outfit. I just don't like it. I don't like this outfit. I don't think it should exist. I think this outfit was a mistake. Does it check all the boxes? Technically, yes. I don't like this outfit. I'm gonna put it mid-tier for sure. Alright, I stuck her in C tier. Next. So now we're gonna go to 2005, where the theme was the House of Chanel. Of course, this is referencing the lovely and amazing and extremely influential Coco Chanel, and you have over here Claire Danes, and I like this outfit. I think it's on theme. I think it's not super creative. It is very stylish, and you could definitely wear it today. It has definitely withstood the test of time. I think this is definitely a really nice look. I would give this a B or an A for sure. I'm kind of going back and forth. I think it's the kind of lack of creativity, but like I said, most of the themes that like are referencing like major designers kind of have me a little because major designers kind of influence how fashion is construed to the public as a whole and like what is fashionable. And so it's kind of hard to be original when like a designer is your theme, but you can kind of get like your inspiration from the designer. Then I can kind of understand how you can be creative with it. But I think these designer themes are not very good for the creative aspect of it. So I'm going to go ahead and give this look an A, because I do think it is definitely on theme. I think it's reasonably creative. I mean, it's a dress and a shawl, but remember what Coco Chanel always says, less is more. Sometimes you have to take something away in order to showcase the beauty of what is there. And I think the dress is lovely, and the little shawl thingy is very nice, and what's going on with her hair is lovely as well, and she's showcasing her own beauty. She and the dress are showcasing each other's beauty. So I think this is a good look. So I'm gonna give this an A, probably. Yeah, for right now, an A. Okay, so I stuck her in A tier for now. Alright, so let's look at the other looks from 2005. Alright, this is Nicole Kidman. I do love this look. Is it super creative? No, it's just a black dress. It's got some sparkles on it, but again, it's just a black dress. Her accessories are okay. Is it stylish? Yes. Could you wear it today? Yes. Is it on theme? Probably. Is it creative? Absolutely not. I'm going to give this look a B just because I think it could have used a little bit more anything. A shawl, a bracelet, any customization, even something on the dress, which you'll see with the next look we're looking at. Alright, I got her down in the B tier, and finally the final look I'm going to show from 2005. Now this is again another one of the looks that's considered one of the most iconic looks to ever be worn to the Met Gala. This is Carolina Kurokova, I believe it is pronounced. And it is this beautiful white dress that says I love you on it, and it's a very lovely dress, and it is a very lovely look. It's definitely on theme. It's reasonably creative. It is definitely on theme. It is stylish, and you could probably wear it today. Definitely to a wedding. I could see that as a wedding dress. This one I want to give it S tier, but I feel like it could be a little more creative, but then I remember what the theme is, and like I said, with these like super designer themes, it's really hard to be super creative. So I think it is, because you want to showcase the work of the artist, but you also want to show your own creativity, and I think it kind of gets lost in trying to meet the theme. So I think this is a good halfway point. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in S tier, just because I think this really is a nice iconic look, and you can see like what small touches that she did. And again, like Coco Chanel said, less is more. You take something away to showcase the beauty of it. So I think this is a good, nice touch to it. So I think we're gonna put this in S tier. Well done. Alright, I stuck her in S tier. To the next year. Alright, so the next year, 2006, saw another one of their crazier themes, which I consider a attempt to really show your creativity. This theme was really insane, and it was Anglomania, tradition and transgression in British fashion. And yes, I read that because I could not remember that. That was very complicated and confusing. Anyway, this is Giselle, and this is what she wore to the Met Gala that year. Now, I really like this look. I love the threads and the color. I can kind of see a little bit of kind of maybe an Indian influence, kind of messing with, how the royal colony of India was there for a little while. And I think this is very stylish, very elegant, very beautiful. Is it creative? Kind of. Is it on theme? A little. I'm gonna give this a B or an A, because I think it's got, you can definitely tell that there is some influence in the look, but it's not really you can't look at that and say, oh yeah, that's British fashion plus all the other words that were in the theme. But I can kind of see where she was coming from with this look, and I definitely think that it is a good look, and it is a very beautiful on her. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a B. I think would be good for this. Alright, I stuck Giselle in B. Next. Okay, now we have Victoria Beckham. I've seen a lot of red. I don't know if like red was like a theme this year. I don't recall it being one. I mean, it could possibly be influenced by the theme, but honestly, it could not. Is it a good look? Yeah. Could you still wear it today? Yeah. It's stylish. Is it creative? No. Is it on theme? I don't even know. I don't think so. I mean, kinda maybe. I think this is like a C for me, just because it's not super creative, and I'm not sure it's on theme, so I'm gonna give it a C. And there she is in C. Next. Okay, and now we have Alexander McQueen and Sarah Jessica Parker, and I love what they did here. They took the whole, UK, British, Scottish kind of thing, and they kind of fused it together to kind of make like this kind of homage to Scotland and the kilt and the plaid and the tartan and all of that. And I think it's a nice touch, and I think it's reasonably creative. It is definitely on theme. I think it is stylish, and you could probably wear it today. Obviously, there's only so many situations where a man is not looked at weirdly for wearing a kilt, but I mean, I'm personally of the opinion a man can wear whatever piece down there he wants, as long as, his privates aren't like hanging out everywhere. I don't give a crap what he wears. He can wear a skirt, a kilt, shorts, anything. I don't care. Let a guy wear what he wants. So I like this look. I think this is good. I think this is definitely an A tier. The only reason it's not S tier is because I feel that it could have been a little bit more creative, and also that I feel like the theme was British fashion, and Britain is not the same as the UK. Great Britain is like that one part of the island, but like Scotland is over there, and it doesn't like being associated with Britain, especially because they were conquered, and all that. But whatever. If the greatest part of British fashion is the stuff that they conquered and stole from other cultures, which seems to be the case, from what I'm seeing in these outfits, then maybe that's why they did it. That's why Britain conquered, because they had no fashion sense. So that's why they had to go everywhere else. Anyway, the British Empire, not Britain today. I'm sure they're plenty fashionable today. Anyway, let's go ahead and get them on the tier list, shall we? You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and just move them up to S tier. Just because they really did kind of, I think, put thought into the outfit. And plus I'm running out of room in A tier, so... What am I going to do if I run out of room? I'm just going to do like a second tier list. Please no. Just start stacking people on top of each other. Just be like, watch the video if you want the whole tier list. If you don't want to see it all stacked. Oh, jeez. Alright. Next. Okay, so 2007 is going to be Poiret, the king of fashion, and I had to look him up. I had no clue who he was. He's apparently some French fashion designer who lived a while ago. And anyway, we're just going to get right into it. This look is awesome. I love this. It is on theme, it's reasonably creative, it's stylish, and you definitely could probably wear this today. Okay, so I went ahead and I stuck her in A tier. There she is. And yeah, moving on. Okay, so you're gonna see a couple of orange and silver dresses. Now, I don't know if this Poiret guy is like famous for orange and silver. I'm gonna look that up really quick. Okay, no. So after looking it up, I don't see anything about silver and orange being like a big thing with him. I could be wrong. I might not have looked into it enough, but who knows. So, this dress, I do like it a lot. It is very stylish. It's very beautiful. It's okay, creative-ish. Is it on theme? I don't think so. Is it... I mean, you could definitely wear it today. It's stylish. I love the outfit, but is it on theme? No, absolutely not. Is it creative? A little, I guess. I'm probably gonna give this a C or D. I think a C. Alright, I got her in tier C. Next. Okay, so this is another look that I absolutely love, but I don't know if it's on theme or not because I looked at all of his designs and he did have a bit of Eastern influence in there, and he did have some of those long train things you see, so it could possibly be slightly influenced by the theme. Is it creative? Not really. Is it the look absolutely gorgeous? Yes, I love this look. It is absolutely amazing and fabulous and wonderful, and I love this so much. Is it on theme, though? I don't think so. I don't really think it is, because, I mean, I look at some of this guy's designs, and I'm not really seeing any of these silhouettes or anything in it, his designs, so I'm just gonna go and say that at this point, no. If someone wants to email Lucy Liu and see if she was influenced in this outfit, or whoever designer designed this was influenced by it, but as of right now, no, I'm not seeing it. So I'm gonna put her, I think, on C as well. Alright, I got her in C. Next. Okay, so I can see kind of what she was going for, but this is definitely more like from a flapper era than from this guy's designs. I don't really think this is on theme, and I don't think that this look is... I mean, it's creative, definitely. It is stylish, absolutely. Could you wear this today? Yeah, probably. Is it on theme? No. So I'm going to give this look a B, because I think she tried a little bit. I don't think she did enough research, though. So we're going to give her a B for this look. Okay, Miss Kate Blanchett, I got you over in B. Last one for 2007 coming up. Okay, this is Charlotte Gainsbourg, and when I first saw this outfit, it confused the ever-living bejesus out of me. But after doing research on that Pierrot, whatever his name is, guy, this is actually reasonably well thought out. I personally think it looks a little bit of a hot mess, but that's just me personally. Having researched the guy, I can understand where the inspiration came from. He definitely did have that, layers over layers thing going on, and he was heavily influenced a lot by Eastern and Asian in a lot of his designs, so I can definitely kind of see the patterns and where she was going for with this. So I'm actually gonna give this, I think, a B or an A. I'm leaning more towards an A. Again, I'm not sure with the tassels. I don't think he was famous for using tassels or fringe or flares on his stuff, but I mean, that might just be me. Anyway, I think this is definitely a really good effort. I'm gonna give this, I'm leaning more towards an A for this look, so good job. Alright, I got her in A, and let's go ahead and try to do 2008. Okay, so this year was one of the themes. After I heard the theme, I was super looking forward to seeing the outfits for this year, because I am a total superhero nerd. And the theme for this year was superheroes, fashion, and fantasy. And do you know, I was so disappointed with these outfits. Like, I'm thinking that they need to do this theme again, like just superheroes and villains or whatever, or heroes and villains or whatever. Now, today, in the modern age, when celebrities aren't afraid to go totally creative with their outfits. If 2021 was anything, I think a lot of them would show up dressed as superheroes. I mean, Gal Gadot would show up in the best Wonder Woman, or maybe she would be a villain. Who knows? I would love to see some superhero outfits, but no, this is what we got, so this is what we're gonna work with. Alright, so this is Chanel and Imani, and I love this dress. It's very beautiful. The only thing superhero about it for me is the belt. Like, I'm not quite sure where she's going with this look. It's a beautiful, wonderful look, but I'm not really getting superhero. Like I said, the only thing that reads superhero is kind of the belt. Yeah, that's it. I mean, is it creative? Yeah, a little. Is it stylish? Absolutely. I mean, she's gorgeous. This whole outfit is gorgeous. I mean, the only thing that even remotely reads superhero is the belt. So I'm gonna give this a B. It's a good effort, but I like if I hadn't told you the theme, you would never have guessed it from this outfit. It does not scream superhero at all. Of course, I don't know the story behind it. Maybe it is like invoking a superhero ability of some kind, and I'm just like not picking up on it. Anyway, I'm not getting superhero from this at all. So this is going into B. Alright, there she is in B. Next. Okay, so here's Taylor Swift wearing a gold dress. I mean, it kind of looks like it might be scales, kind of. I mean, it's a little bit creative, a little. Is it on theme? Not really. Oh, sorry. I'm not really reading superhero from this at all, so, I mean, I'm guessing it's very beautiful. It's super stylish. I could definitely wear that today. It's just a sparkly gold dress. I'm not really reading superhero from this at all, and it's not that creative, so I'm thinking a C or a D, probably a C for this look. Alright, I got her in C tier. Next. Okay, yes, I can kind of get superhero from this. Vaguely. Sort of. Kind of. A little bit. Like a superhero whose like power is being beautiful and I don't know, mental power. Maybe she can fly, maybe she's super strong. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I like this look. I mean, it's kind of got like, it kind of looks like wings a little bit. The ruffles on the dress. It has the gold star, which, you know, heroes are always like, you know, stars and all kinds of stuff. She's got the beautiful gold hair and locks, kind of reminiscent of like a Wonder Woman or a Captain Marvel kind of thing going on. I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging this look. I do think it is Wonder Woman-esque in its referencing. I think this is definitely on theme with superhero. Is it creative? Not as much as I would have loved to see, but this is definitely the best one so far. And it is definitely stylish, and you could definitely wear this today. So I'm going to probably give this a B or an A. I'm leaning more towards B just because I feel like it could be a little bit more superhero meets fashion. Like, there's so much you could have done. You could have gone so many different ways with this. You just went a white dress with a gold star. Like, that's all the effort you put into this outfit, really. But that being said, it is a really nice look. I do like it. It does vaguely remind me of superheroes and also Marilyn Monroe for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, this is definitely, I think, a B or an A. I'm leaning more towards B for this one. Alright, Miss Naomi Watts, I got you in tier B. Alright, the last look for 2008. Don't hold your breath. Okay, this is Victoria Beckham and what she wore. And yeah, I kind of get superhero from this a little bit. Like, you know, superhero needs to look, you know, kind of badass, but you need to like kind of, you know, be functional as a superhero. You need to be able to like run and jump. And I feel like, you know, other than the high heel shoes, she could probably like kick some butt in this. I'm getting kind of, you know, just the style of it, like with the like kind of jacket kind of cut here and around the collar. I'm kind of feeling like, you know, she's kind of wearing like, you know, like a superhero like coat. She might have like, you know, some like hidden weapons tucked away somewhere, although it is see-through, so I make that kind of hard unless they're like skin colored weapons, but you don't know that. But I feel like I'm getting kind of, yeah, this kind of like super spy, kind of martial artsy, gadget hero kind of vibe. So I'm kind of seeing there can be superhero influence in this outfit. It is definitely more creative than a lot of the others. It is definitely stylish, and you could definitely still wear this today. So I'm going to give this look an A just because it's definitely more creative. And I do think it is like superhero in the terms of function because you can move around a little easier because of the leg slit. And just the design of it looks like a little bit more like, you know, yeah, I'm a woman, but I'm like, you know, got like this coat covering up my weapons and, you know, my superhero onesie underneath or something kind of going on. So I'm kind of digging this. So good job, Victoria Beckham. Good job. That is an excellent look. I'm definitely going to give this an A. Alright, I got her in A. Alright, 2009 is next. Guy can understand where the inspiration came from. He definitely did have that, layers over layers thing going on. And he was heavily influenced a lot by Eastern and Asian in a lot of his designs. So I can definitely kind of see the patterns and where she was going for with this. So I'm actually going to give this, I think, a B or an A. I'm leaning more towards an A. Again, I'm not sure with the tassels. I don't think he was famous for using tassels or fringe or flares on his stuff, but I mean, that might just be me. Anyway, I think this is definitely a really good effort. I'm going to give this, I'm leaning more towards an A for this look, so good job. Alright, I got her an A. And let's go ahead and try to do 2008. Okay, so this year was one of the themes. After I heard the theme, I was super looking forward to seeing the outfits for this year because I am a total superhero nerd. And the theme for this year was superheroes, fashion, and fantasy. And do you know, I was so disappointed with these outfits. Like, I'm thinking that they need to do this theme again, like just superheroes and villains or whatever, or heroes and villains or whatever. Now, today, in the modern age, when celebrities aren't afraid to go totally creative with their outfits. If 2021 was anything, I think a lot of them would show up dressed as superheroes. I mean, Gal Gadot would show up in the best Wonder Woman, or maybe she would be a villain. Who knows? I would love to see some superhero outfits, but no, this is what we got, so this is what we're gonna work with. Alright, so this is Chanel and Imani, and I love this dress. It's very beautiful. The only thing superhero about it for me is the belt. Like, I'm not quite sure where she's going with this look. It's a beautiful, wonderful look, but I'm not really getting superhero. Like I said, the only thing that reads superhero is kind of the belt. Yeah, that's it. I mean, is it creative? Yeah, a little. Is it stylish? Absolutely. I mean, she's gorgeous. This whole outfit is gorgeous. I mean, the only thing that even remotely reads superhero is the belt. So I'm gonna give this a B. It's a good effort, but I if I hadn't told you the theme, you would never have guessed it from this outfit. It does not scream superhero at all. Of course, I don't know the story behind it. Maybe it is like invoking a superhero ability of some kind, and I'm just like not picking up on it. Anyway, I'm not getting superhero from this at all. So this is going into B. Alright, there she is in B. Next. Okay, so here's Taylor Swift wearing a gold dress. I mean, it kind of looks like it might be scales, kind of. I mean, it's a little bit creative, a little. Is it on theme? Not really. Oh, sorry. I'm not really reading superhero from this at all, so, I mean, I'm guessing it's very beautiful. It's super stylish. I could definitely wear that today. It's just a sparkly gold dress. I'm not really reading superhero from this at all, and it's not that creative, so I'm thinking a C or a D, probably a C for this look. Alright, I got her in C tier. Next. Okay, yes, I can kind of get superhero from this. Vaguely. Sort of. Kind of. A little bit. Like a superhero whose like power is being beautiful and, I don't know, mental power. Maybe she can fly, maybe she's super strong. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I like this look. I mean, it's kind of got like, it kind of looks like wings a little bit. The ruffles on the dress. It has the gold star, which, heroes are always like, stars and all kinds of stuff. She's got the beautiful gold hair and locks, kind of reminiscent of like a Wonder Woman or a Captain Marvel kind of thing going on. I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging this look. I do think it is Wonder Woman-esque in its referencing. I think this is definitely on theme with superhero. Is it creative? Not as much as I would have loved to see, but this is definitely the best one so far. And it is definitely stylish, and you could definitely wear this today. So I'm going to probably give this a B or an A. I'm leaning more towards B just because I feel like it could be a little bit more superhero meets fashion. Like, there's so much you could have done. You could have gone so many different ways with this. You just went a white dress with a gold star. Like, that's all the effort you put into this outfit, really. But that being said, it is a really nice look. I do like it. It does vaguely remind me of superheroes and also of Marilyn Monroe for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, this is definitely, I think, a B or an A. Again, I'm leaning more towards B for this one. Alright, Miss Naomi Watts, I got you in tier B. Alright, the last look for 2008. Don't hold your breath. Okay, this is Victoria Beckham and what she wore. And yeah, I kind of get superhero from this a little bit. Like, superhero needs to look, kind of badass, but you need to, like, kind of, be functional as a superhero. You need to be able to, like, run and jump. And I feel like, other than the high heel shoes, she could probably, like, kick some butt in this. I'm getting kind of, just the style of it, like, with the, like, kind of jacket kind of cut here and around the collar. I'm kind of feeling like, she's kind of wearing, like, like a superhero, like, coat. She might have, like, some, like, hidden weapons tucked away somewhere, although it is see-through, so I make that kind of hard unless they're, like, skin-colored weapons, but you don't know that. But I feel like I'm getting kind of, this kind of, like, super spy, kind of martial artsy, gadget hero kind of vibe. So I'm kind of seeing there can be superhero influence in this outfit. It is definitely more creative than a lot of the others. It is definitely stylish, and you could definitely still wear this today. So I'm going to give this look an A just because it's definitely more creative. And I do think it is, like, superhero in the terms of function because you can move around a little easier because of the leg slit. And just the design of it looks like a little bit more like, yeah, I'm a woman, but I'm, like, got, like, this coat covering up my weapons and, my superhero onesie underneath or something kind of going on. So I'm kind of digging this. So good job, Victoria Beckham. Good job. That is an excellent look. I'm definitely going to give this an A. All right, I got her in A. All right, 2009 is next. Okay, this is post-editing just to say that this video is way too long, so it's going to be broken up into 2 parts, and then 2021 is going to be its own video, so thanks. So I didn't want this video to be 4 hours long, so yeah. Thanks.